guess. Lucky to be that good looking.
How have you seen the offensive line kind of shape up? I know it's kind of hard to judge them in pads, without pads, but what have you seen so far?
I'm really happy with what we've done so far. We're only 5 practices in, 4 practices in, but I think that we're gelling well. We're playing physical, and obviously there's going to be mistakes, but I think that we're playing really hard. So I'm happy with what we've done so far.
Just having that continuity on the left side with you, Ross, how much does that help?
It's great. I mean, those are guys that have a lot of experience. We've played together before, and so it's nice to be confident, with the guys that you're playing next to. And so it's been great through the spring and summer and fall camp so far.
I'm sure you match up with Raekwon a decent amount. Just what have you seen from him, and what makes a guy like that tough to go against?
I mean, obviously, just his natural athletic ability and size. I mean, it's a really big human being. But he's worked hard. I've been watching him since he came in last summer, and he's always one of the guys that's in the front of the 110s. When we're conditioning in the summer and working out hard in the weight room. So it's just good to see a guy like that come in and really develop physically to match up with just his natural athletic ability.
What's that? Faced another defensive lineman that tall, and just facing a guy that tall. What are some of the challenges with going against somebody like that?
Yeah, I mean, we've played some big guys in the SEC. Every time you line up, you look at the other guys, and they're big human beings again. So obviously the length of the arms, trying to get your hands inside on his when he's got massive arms. That's one of the biggest things. But overall, I mean, I just look at D lineman as another guy that you have to figure out how to beat. So it's just a different challenge.
What have you seen from the defensive lines on the left standpoint? A lot from last year. What have you seen from guys like Isaiah Barnes and Jonah Williams, guys that maybe need to get a little more consistent to provide depth?
Yeah. I mean, it's big shoes to fill, obviously, following last year's D line. But from what I've seen so far, again, just a couple practices in, but they've all worked really hard and have that attitude about them that they represent Alabama's D line now. There's a certain status that comes with that, and but I think they're living up to it. They're working really hard, and it's good to compete against them every day. It makes us better.
As someone that did contribute as a freshman, what are you saying to the 3 freshman tackles, and what kind of advice do you like to give them?
Yeah, I think that it's a challenge. I know how tough it is to come in and play and compete at the level that we're expected to on a daily basis. But I think that it all just comes down to working hard. I mean, it's so cliche, but you come in, you learn your plays, you study them, you study extra film, spend extra time in the weight room, extra time with some of the older guys, learning the techniques and how to handle different situations. And I think they'll be fine. They all have the athletic ability to do it, and I've seen good things out of them so far. They've all worked hard.
The right side of the line, what do you see from those guys, and how's it shaking out?
Yeah, I mean, like we always say, Coach Saban's going to play the 5 best, and you might not always like it, but it's always fair. And so I'm not sure how it's all going to sort out at the end. But there's a lot of guys that are working hard, and a lot of guys that are showing, good things in practice. And so I'm just excited about gelling as a unit, and I think that we definitely have all the ability in the world.
What do you see from Matt Womack specifically that he's been able to hold off 5-star guys like Alex and Jedrick so far? I mean, just maintaining that spot.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, the 5 best guys are going to play. So if he's one of the 5 best, he's going to play, and that's just how we do it around here. But he's been working hard. He's obviously been here since before I was here. So, but since I've been here, he's been working hard, and I think that he's got his opportunity now, and so he's been doing good things, and I think that the coaches are happy with him, and so we'll see how it all plays out in the end.
Do you like seeing? I mean, you were a 5-star guy. You like seeing a guy with 3-star, whatever it means, to kind of rise to that challenge a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think I always kind of didn't think of myself as a 5-star. I think anyone else is a 3-star, anything like that. I think when you show up here, everyone's all at the same level, and it's kind of up to you to create your own identity here. So I never really thought of it that way, and I always made an effort to not try to carry myself differently because of what some random guy thinks that I am. So. we have so much talent, and I think it comes down to us executing, and that's really it. You know, I think that it's not a matter of who we have. It's a matter of how well can we execute what we have to do on any given play. And so there's definitely that energy that if we all do our jobs and we all do it right, it's going to be a big play, or it's going to be successful, and we're going to be successful as a unit. So it's a good situation to be in. You know, we're not worried about getting manhandled. You're not worried about just getting beat. It's how good can we possibly be? How close can we get to our ceiling? You know, so I think that's kind of the vibe that I've gotten so far.
And just across the board, I mean, you guys have Jalen coming back in quarterback. You have the group of running backs that you do. Seems like in every position, you guys are in a really good spot going into the year. Is that something that you guys see?
Yeah, I mean, it's guys that you've been working with all summer, guys you've been working with most of them in the spring and sometimes past seasons. So you know what everyone's capable of. And I think as an offensive line, a lot of times it's our job to get people in the positions. You know, if we can't block, the receivers, you know, don't have enough time to run the routes before the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. We open up the lanes for the running backs. And so I think that's one of the things that we've taken on us as a unit is we want to help everyone else flourish and everyone else be successful because we're capable of it.
You're known to be.
Block for running backs like you guys have right now.
It's exciting because A, if we do our jobs, we know it's going to be a big play, and B, if somebody messes up a little bit, it might still be a big play, you know? So it's definitely a blessing to have a stable of guys like that, and also guys with such a good attitude. You know, I think that a lot of times the skill players, you would think that they would be cocky because of all the success that they've had, but they're all just workhorses, you know? And so that's definitely exciting that no matter who we have back there, you know, we're gonna be successful.
You're known as a pretty big film junkie. You know, how much film have you watched this off season, whether yourself or maybe even teams you're going to play, and what you've been looking for individually?
A lot. I mean, I'm a film junkie, but I try not to watch too much of the other teams,
Okay.
you know, because I don't think that does a lot of good just to worry about what somebody else might be doing because of what they did against someone else. So I try to watch, obviously, everything that we've done last year and in years past. Also, a lot of what the Patriots have done, just with Coach Dable coming in, and then guys in the NFL that I look up to, left tackles like Tyron Smith and Joe Thomas and guys like that. Because I think that you can always get better and you can always learn something. Even those guys can get better. So that's really how I've been watching it now, is from that perspective.
What's the big?
Two more.
What's
Is there a guy that comes out and kind of joins you in the film room? Is there another film junkie on the team that really stands out?
I mean, I think that's one of the things that we've been working on this off season, is having a better understanding schematically, understanding how defenses work better, their structure, the schemes of our plays. And so I think that a lot of the guys, I couldn't even name one out specifically because we do spend a lot of time. I mean, we meet as an O-line a little bit extra sometimes just to watch film and either help out the younger guys or smooth things out with the older guys.
You mentioned watching the Patriots. I mean, are you starting to see a ton of similarities between what they're doing and what you guys are doing now?
I mean, naturally, but Dable's came in and, you know, adjusted to what we run, and